Welcome back to the Writer's Room, the show where I walk you through the lore and the writing process of my Transformers AU, Siegeworld. Today, we got something a little bit different. So far, we've only looked at big, overarching story plots. So I thought today, let's just have a bit of an easier one and have a look at more of just the writing process. So, Siegeworld has a lot of characters. Some of them share names. I thought I'd take a bit of time just to explain that. I think I did a video on this in the past, but oh yeah, no, let's not go back and watch my old stuff. Very bad. So, a lot of reasons for this. Let's just take them one at a time, keep it simple. 1. Names are common. Siegeworld has quite literally every Cybertronian from across history on it. Some people just share names. Let's look back at Beast Wars. In Beast Wars, filled with repeat names. You got 2 guys named Prowl, 2 guys named Silverbolt, 2 Primals, 2 Megatrons. Some names are just like the Cybertronian version of Bob. Usually a name with multiple meanings, a vehicle part, or some kind of sound. I mean, look at Rev, Roller, Sparkplug, Brawl. Generic enough names where a lot of bots could just come up with it on their own. Number 2, time. If a guy was named Prowl 100 years ago, or 1,000 years ago even, and just died, that name's up for grabs. It's not been used for, hell, 1,000 years. They're not going to confuse me with that guy. I'm having that name. Fuck him. Fuck him. Number 3, colonies. Unless you're some famous guy like an Optimus Prime or a Bumblebee, nobody's gonna know there's some dude on Velocitron named Splooge or some shit like that. So that name's just up for grabs anywhere else. You live in Cybertron, you don't know there's a guy named Splooge, fuck it. Some colonies, on the other hand, are just completely separate from Cybertron. For hundreds of millions of years have just not had any contact with them. How are they meant to know there's some guy over there named Hound? No Hound on our planet. Let's just go with Hound. Maybe there is a Hound on your planet. Don't live near each other. Or get some kind of nickname. You really like the name Hound around your buddies, but you want some legal thing? Well, that's how you get something like Trailbreaker and Autobot Trailbreaker. That's your legal name for it. That's how we got Grapple and Solar Storm Grapple. They gotta add some little prefix on there just to make sure they're cool at the Cybertronian DMV. Number 4, tradition. When a bot becomes a prime, it is tradition to take up the previous prime's name. A bit like the Pope. Most go with something simple like Optimus, but some little Cybertronian history buffs go with something like Zeta or Rodimus. Same goes for a combiner team. If you're a bunch of cars who combine together with a big truck guy, everyone's gonna call you the Stunticons. Nobody cares if you're like 6 Turbo or some shit like that. You're Menasor until you do something unique and cool. No one's gonna remember your name. 5. Fanboys. Similar to tradition, but less grandeur and more just Cybertronian nerds. To be fair, if you let me name myself when I was the equivalent of 5 years old, I'd probably pick some stupid shit like Darth Vader. So let's not go looking down on somebody like Killmaster. He tried his best, and maybe he'll change it soon, but let's let him have his little Cybertronian emo phase. Looking at you, Deaf Gary. Number 6, clones. Yeah, they count as a new guy. You gonna tell me how to write my series? Didn't think so. Clones are new guys, and they share the same name. Some clones might be cool about it. Maybe we'll get something like a Thundercracker from Armada. Maybe he'll go and he'll say, look man, I get we're both around, so I'll rename myself. And then you got some asshole who just goes, no, I'm also Hotshot. Will that get confusing? Yeah. I look different, that's fine. 7. Out of lore reason, when I make a model, I want to include that character. Whether that's some glub shittle like Valve, who has at most 2 appearances, or someone with more toys than anyone, like Optimus. Sometimes I rename them, like turning Night Ops Bumblebee into just Night Ops. but my rule for that is only recolors of significantly different toys. Look at the movies. I made a version of Optimus in the movies, and I made a version of Night Optimus. I made every significant recolor of Optimus. I didn't make a new Optimus for the Legends toy. Recolors get new names. Retools are different versions. That's just a version from that show or toy line. Little bit of an extra thing. Bots that look the same. Similar to names. Could probably turn this into a whole video. But am I gonna do that? No. Because I'm not fishing for video ideas. I got a big brain with a ton of video ideas in them. So I'll treat you guys to this little extra. This could be up to a number of things. Could be a clone situation, could be a fanboy situation, could be some kind of tradition. A lot of the time it's just some kind of coincidence. Sometimes guys just share a body, and if they look the same, maybe Mr. Uncreative didn't have time to make his own color scheme. So now we got a few green Jeeps. Some are named Hound, some are named new names. We got Jeepers Creeper over there. Sometimes they're just constructed cold, which means they definitely share a body with somebody. Every bot that in Siegeworld is constructed cold is mass produced, apart from a very rare few who are like test shots. So yeah, there's a bunch of guys running around who look like Barricade. They just look like him. They got different color schemes. They were at least creative enough for that. They need to differentiate them when they're constructed cold. That's also why we got so many 2007 Optimus Primes running around. On the other hand, if you look at someone like G1 Optimus Prime, the reason there's so many G1 Optimus Primes kicking around is because he's really famous and a bunch of people just want to look like him. That's why there are so many G1 Optimus Prime body types kicking around that aren't actually Optimus Primes. That's why I reuse that truck model so much. It's because Hasbro keeps making Optimus Prime toys that have different names or are just recolors of Optimus Prime that need a new name. And man, if I make it, I want to have some reason to include it in an animation, whether it's just a background or something. Is that going to be feasible? No, I've made over 2,500 different models. But I'm going to try. Finally, let's look at a few repeat names. So far, we've had 2 guys named Roller and 2 guys named Rook. And how it's looking now, we're going to have 2 guys named Broadside, 2 chicks named Nix, and even 2 Red Alerts. Am I uncreative, you might be thinking? No, I made a whole 15-minute long spotlight on a guy named Valve. That guy's had 2 panel appearances, maybe, in all of IDW. No. I'm just stupid. Should I consult my big document of characters and backstories before I have a second Rook show up? Maybe. But they're never gonna meet, so what's the harm? Why can't we have 2 guys named Rook? Anyway, really short one. A lot different writing than usual. Whenever I do these, I'm trying to get away from the whole sit in front of my laptop and just record me sitting here reading off a script. A lot less just flat, boring reading, a lot more, a little bit of fun. I hope you guys like it. I'm wanting to try and lean into this a bit more. Maybe we'll just have this stick to the writer's room for a while. I like to keep spotlights semi-serious. I'll still try and keep some episodes of this similar to the old ones. I like explaining the big overarching story plots, but man, those videos just take a whole lot of time to do. And whenever I end up making a video, or just whenever I look at the comments that have questions about Siegeworld stuff, a lot more of it's questions about stuff like this and major writing process stuff, rather than big backstory stuff. Is that because I'm an amazing writer and it's really easy to understand all the lore? Probably not. I suck at writing. Anywho, check in next Friday for my next showcase on the Beast Machines Maximals. And after that, I got no idea what's coming up. This was short and easy. I might make some more of these. But yeah, Friday, Beast Machines Maximals. Watch it, or I will be under your bed this evening.